encouraging and even requiring the player to explore the environment. And we have really well made part of the game where in order to reach the goal you have to explore the environment just like the classic versions, and by finding the desired items finally cross the obstacle ahead. Resident Evil Village of course values these excursions in several ways, whether it's valuing finding a hidden item in the environment or facing a mini-boss that is completely optional to fight. This feature is even a factor that encourages the player to experience it again and again after the game is over and find the things that are left behind. This adherence to Resident Evil's principle and signatures can be seen even in the game's actions. The enemy in this version are much more varied compared to the Resident Evil 7. And each enemy, from lichens to zombies to flying creatures, demands its own fighting style. But fighting is not always the only way, and like older version, escaping can often be a very ideal option, especially since the game is not very generous in giving emanations. Of course, Capcom still hasn't forgotten that strange interest and thirst for creating all action scenarios in the game, and the Resident Evil Village in some parts become an experience like Call of Duty, which fortunately is not too long that beast in taste. Let me say that Resident Evil Village is still, in terms of atmosphere, is the best version of the series since Resident Evil 4 to date, among the main parts, and in this respect it's very similar to the real Resident Evil. As a final note, to be honest, every time a new version of the Resident Evil comes out, I fear that Capcom will do these weird things again. The reality is that Resident Evil Village is far from an over-the-top enjoyable experience from both long-time fans of the series and new audience alike. This game still has a series of flaws such as indecision in providing fear and weakness in the payment of a series of its characters.